everyone, so I'm at Walmart and I'm going to check out the garden center. I'm going to see how many garden places I can hit today if the weather holds, but we're getting some severe weather coming in and you can see what it's like. But let's check out and see what they have for plants at Walmart. And it's pretty noisy here right now, but hopefully when we get in the greenhouse it'll be better. First thing I'm going to share with you is the pots. So they've got a lot of hanging baskets here outside the Walmart, and they're averaging about $40 for the bigger ones here on the bottom. And they're really nice. I'm impressed that these pots look so good. I love this one with the stripes in the Petunias at $18.99. And overall they look really good here. And I have a cart just in case I see something that I'm interested in. I'm really on a mission for some white wave petunias because I ran out is what I'm after. But that doesn't stop me from shopping and checking things out and seeing if there's any deals. So these containers down here are all $26.98. 98? Yep, 98. And they look okay. I've learned, like here, the Walmarts, a lot of times will get their shipments on Mondays and Thursdays. To be asked staff, they'll tell you when their shipments are coming into, and then you kind of get to know when to come and get some of the newer stuff off the trucks. So here we have bleeding hearts, and they're running at $10.98. I also find Walmart a bit cheaper than the other big box stores. We have some hydrangeas down here in the bottom. The tags are all backwards. I'm pretty sure that's what they are. Yeah, hydrangea Nico Blue. And they're very reasonable, like I said, compared to other places. And then the daylilies, I always look for daylilies I don't have, or colors that I don't have. Sometimes they get some newer ones in here. And like this one called Mini Pearl, which is compact. And then Chicago. And then Bonanza, it's kind of like one I have. A lot of these I already have in the garden in the back corner. And Stella's, pardon me, these ones are ever blooming just like Stella. So if you're looking for ever blooming daylilies, check out Walmart. I really like the ever blooming too. They last longer, and if you buy a grouping of 3 or so and put them really nice and close together, you'll have a lot more bigger bang for your buck for blooms. Okay, so now we have peonies here. You can see them, and we have Shirley Sorbet, Duchess of de Nemours, Pink Pomodoro, and we have Moonlight Masquerade, Daylily Summer Wine. The standard peonies, there is some lavender down here for $18.98. That seems to be one of the numbers they like to use. But over here we have the shrubs. So what I like about Walmart is they're reasonable on their shrubs and on their hostas. Although Home Depot does have hostas 2 for $12 right now if you're looking for hostas. So there's a tip for you. And I haven't been back there yet, but that's what I seen the other day. But if you're looking for unique shrubs, this is what you want to look for. Like they got the hardy barberries, which I like. This one I've never seen before with the variegated foliage. I'm just going to turn it around and see the tag, because tags are all turned kind of a funny way. And this might be just, well, no, that's not chemical on it. I thought maybe it was a chemical. This is Roxy Glow. She's hardy, but she's zone 4. So that makes it a little tougher. And then we got Concord Dwarf here. Zone 3, so this is perfect for the colder zones. And the Barberry Nana, Aurora Nana, is zone 4. So if you go through them, you'll find a mixture of zones based on your area and what you need. So you should check them out. Now let's go over and check on the roses, because sometimes they have pretty decent roses. When you see the word northern on, you always think maybe it's Canadian rose and it's meant for our climate, but that's not necessarily true. So this is Northern Sun. It's a zone 4. It's a shrub rose. This is Groton Dorse Pink, and it is zone 3. So that's cool. And it's more of a shrub. And you'll find a lot of the roses for the colder climates are more shrub. This is zone 3. This is JP Connell, and it's a hardy rose. What do we have down here? Ground cover roses, blushing cascade, hope for harmony in a red. More of the hardier ones. I like the blushing cascade. Let's see if there's anything unusual in here. Never alone. And it is sitting at zone 3, so that's a nice red. So you just never know what you're gonna find. There's another one here I haven't seen, I don't think. Okay, Northern Sun. Prairie Princess is over there. We're just gonna boot. Oh, here we got some lilacs. President Greavy. That's an interesting name. Northern Scarlet is a rose. And it's a shrub. Zone 4. You know, this one's really quite pretty. And when you see the pictures, it really does make you consider getting it. So that's JP Connell. And that is a zone 3. And you know what? I am liking that. Look at the colors on that. It does have some problems with its foliage. So it's nice to see the color because then you can find one that is in better shape when it comes to roses. So we'll be looking for that one. I think I seen some on the other side when I was going through them. So we're just gonna go through and look again. This one's not as bad. Oh, there's lots behind it. But this one looks actually pretty good. So I'm gonna take that one because I just love the soft shade of it. See, I always get something. It never fails. I was looking for these fall gold raspberries. Couldn't find them anywhere. Now they're abundant. Go figure. There's blueberries here. I don't see any Saskatoons right now. But if there is, for sure, I'd be buying a few because I had that whole side of the garden I want to add them to. And it's really noisy here, so excuse the noise. Okay, let's go over and check perennials. So we got some sedums. Autumn Joy. You know, my yellow sedum didn't come back. Not impressed. I really like the yellow sedum. The rabbits did a real number on it. We have Veronicas here. Moody Blues, dark blue, mauve. You know, one thing I rarely see is Veronicas in a white. I see people have them in the gardens, but they're so hard to find. We have some different sedums here. Blue spruce sedum. You can see the wildness of it. And we have more lime Ziegler down there. And these are $12.98. We have dianthus here. Bleeding hearts, some daisies, Shasta daisies, which are not great in my zone. And then they have carnations over here, or it's carnations, clematis over here. And they have a few varieties. Little duckling is one. Seem to be mostly little duckling here. Yeah. Oh, and taiga. Okay, you guys, let me tell you something about this plant. I bought this. It's not hardy for my zone, but I will tell you something. The flowers are amazing that come off of this. I was so impressed. They are super cool. So I will show you my flowers because it's blooming at home and you'll see exactly what I mean. They are neat. I'm tempted to put another one in the yard, but I'm going to have to protect it for the winter big time. Because they're more of a zone 4 or 5. I believe it's 5 actually. Mosquitoes are out. Hens and chicks, lots of hens and chicks. There's small ones and really big ones down here. They're $10.98. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go inside and see what else they got. All right, here we are. We're going to check out the bedding plants and whatever else they have in the greenhouse portion. I really do shop a lot at Walmart for plants because sometimes I find perennials very reasonably priced, or we can buy like 4 for $12 or whatever, and I get to fill a bed easily within a budget. So I'm always looking here. So lots of calla lilies. They're really pretty. You can see $9.98. I have hydrangeas. I'm kind of turned off by hydrangeas. They really don't do anything for me in the yard. I'm kind of moving away from doing them in the yard, other than like the store-bought ones. The ones that are hardy, like the Annabelles and the little limes and limelights. And the panicles, yes, I'll still do. This is like a wild jungle in here sometimes. Dahlias don't look good. You can see they're looking like they need some love. Coleus has great color on it. Beautiful. Geraniums, they need to be deadheaded. One thing about Walmart too, they get a lot of proven winner stuff. Look at this begonia. If you like begonias, look at that. These are $5.98, but look at the color on that. Isn't that gorgeous? Nice addition for a shade area. And look at, like, they get weird things too. Like, to me, this looks like one of those dolls with the hair. What are they called, you guys? You know, that's what it reminds me of. It's one of those dolls with the hair. All it needs is a face on the front of it. It's hilarious. It's bad that I can't remember the name. Trolls. That's what reminds me of the trolls. It's just funny. All right, we're in the proven winners section here now. One thing that's been really hard to find is bubblegum, but I believe we've got bubblegum here. But they're looking really spindly. Like, they just, yeah, they're not looking good. They should put them on for like 50 cents each or something. And the proven winners are showing that they're $6.98. So I'd say pick from the bottom shelf where they're a little bit better. So I'm definitely not buying any bubblegum, even though I wanted some. You can see here some of the super beanas are showing. One super beana I never ever see here in my location is peachy. It's the peachy keen stuff. Maybe they sell out immediately, but I never see peachy keen. And we have vegetables here that the herbs on the bottom look okay. They're 3 for $10. Their sales rack isn't even worth looking at. That's how bad it is, unless there's stuff on the rack at the back here. Here's more of the troll hair. It's just, oh my God, you could have so much. You could do a cool arrangement and make a troll doll out of it. Just saying, you can have some fun with that. These are 4 for $12, and these are, yeah, these are your daisies. Osteoperum. That's what I figured they were. They don't look that great though. I still like this hair. Oh my God. I got a thing for it right now. I just wanted to do a project and do a face and everything and put it in a planter. Does that sound crazy? It just would be fun. All right, one thing I've been looking for is light pink petunias. And here we are. Of course, at Walmart. And they're the waves. So I love them right off the bat. Aren't these pretty? And I need a white. I'm going to use these in an arrangement, I think. I have a place for those. Considering how expensive, okay, so this is me, you guys. I weigh out the price of plants. So I don't get anything for free. I pay for absolutely everything for my garden. You know, my channel is not monetized or anything, so I make no money off my channel. So everything I do is coming out of my wallet. I don't have any money from my channel to invest back into my garden. So I am definitely budget conscious, you know, because I have household bills and everything too. So doing a YouTube channel initially is not a cheap adventure. In the long run, it does pay off, and you get to the point where it'll help feed your habit, so to speak, is what I call it, because that's where the money goes. It goes back into feeding your habit. But initially, you know, to get the channel up and going and to achieve everything you want to achieve, it costs you money, right? You accept that responsibility going into it. And dang, they have no... Oh, maybe I'm going to speak too soon. Oh, they're horrible looking, the white. Oh. These are the white waves. And they don't look good, you guys. I mean, if I can find one decent planter, I'm good. But look at them, they're terrible. Yay, yay, yay. But up here, anything further back, sometimes if they're at the back, they're better. Yeah, that's better. I can make that work. When you need that one last pot of something to finish something and you can't find it, so annoying. Okay, these begonias got my attention again because this coral pink. Oh my God, is that nice? Woo! Love it. And look at it. Isn't that gorgeous together? Wouldn't that be pretty in an arrangement? Not so much that one, although that would work with both of those in a shade container. Like, look at how gorgeous that is. That's just me winging my color choices of what I like and sharing that with you, but I think they're just beautiful. I love those shades. It's so warm. Pansies have always been pretty reasonable. You get a whole tray here for $16.98. So that will help fill a lot of real estate. And you know what? Like for my zone, pansies are always in style. Because we don't have like the 3 different seasons really for pansies. At least I don't. It's all one summer gardening season. It's like spring hits, you plant, you keep planting until fall, and you really don't change out a lot. Because there's not the selection here either to keep changing stuff out. By then the stores are closing up and not having as much, although Home Depot is one and Lowe's that still tend to have stuff right through the season, which is really, really nice. But like Walmart will be toast. They'll be done usually, you know, sometime at the end of June. You won't get any more plants. These containers are really expensive at $54. They're solid containers though, and the arrangements are nice. They need a bit of help, but they would have been beautiful when they first came in. I'm not one to pay $54 for a container like this. I'll make my own, so they're fresh. But if you are interested in that kind of thing, you have lots of choices. You just want to wait till they get new stock in. All right, more perennials. 3 for $12. Salvias are not looking good. They need some love. These are just regular petunias over here, and I tend to buy a lot of these. I'm still old-fashioned, I guess, in that regard. I do like my petunias. Oh, and here's the smaller pots of the pansies and violas. See little violas? They aren't looking that heck hot. We got some hanging baskets here that have seen better days. They probably need to be cut back. And then I'm back over here to Oriental lilies and hostas and Shasta daisies, armerias, Rebecchias, ice plant. That's kind of cool. It's not much to see. The package looks pretty. I don't see much on top though. Let's keep going. They had some really nice containers come in this year in the blues, if you like blues, and they were reasonably priced. Their lavender is shot. It's dead. They should be giving it away for free. Oh, more roses. Let's see what we can find this time. Anything different? Well, Pascali, which is not my zone, I believe. Might be somebody's zone out there though. Okay, these are hybrid teas. Zephyrin is not. It's like a 5 or 6 zone. Some of these don't say what the zone is. Well, they're floribundas. So if you want to grow these in a colder climate, you're going to have to protect them for the winter. I have grown them before. Another option you have, if you're feeling ambitious, is you can plant these in containers, bury them in the ground, and then in the fall remove them and put them in a garage or shed. I've done that too. We have Firelights by Rhea. Sunshade Zone 3. More lilacs. Blueberries. Other lilacs down here. Pink Pomander, Sarah Bernhardt peonies, just so you can see them. We have some grapes. Blueberries, raspberries. Rhubarb. Over here we just have an overflow of shrubs. Oh, and I found a better grouping of wave petunias here. Dwarf spruces, Wichita blues. Oh, if they would just stay small, hey? They don't. They get huge. I've had 2 in my yard, massive. My parents always had them. They get massive. And then we have more, just more, I don't know what you want to call them. I would call these diantheas here. They're just considered a 10-inch annual. And some dahlias. These are pretty. I really like those. Those would be gorgeous in a pot. And let's see what we got here. Some of these don't really have a name on them, so I don't want to say proven winners because they aren't, because they're black pot. I'm down the side here. Sometimes they have sale stuff on the side. I do look for sale stuff, as you guys know. There's no prices marked on them. And there's marigolds, and we'll just go down a little bit further. We got pear trees. Pears? Yeah, pear trees. You can see the pear trees right there. Say pear. Begonias. And these should be basically like the surefires. You can see them here. They're 4 for $12. And marigolds. All right, so that is it for Walmart. I'm going to take the few things I have and check out. And if this weather holds, I'm going to move on to Home Depot's next. So I will see you at Home Depot, maybe. If the weather changes, I'll give you an update and let you know that I won't be going any further because I'm going to get soaked. By rain, that is. Let alone my wallet. I am home. The storm is going to hit, and I heard there was really heavy winds at the airport on the other side of the city, and that it was coming this way, and it's thundering. I also seen a moose on the way home, which I haven't seen one for a long time out here. So we're calling this the end of the video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Walmart's a good place to check out for plants. You just never know what you're going to find, so I always go and make a stop there and see what they have. They tend to be more reasonably priced, although some items are high. You just got to watch that. So anyhow, see you in the next video. I hope you enjoyed it, and happy Friday.